You can put it on your necklace.
I think it might jingle.
Stay really still.
It's fine. It'll be fine.
You put it on your hair? Yeah.
Put it on my hair?
I've seen guys like with big beards put it on their beards.
Oh, well, that's probably just to like
Could be.
clickbait.
Could be.
That has to be so uncomfortable.
Hi, I'm Eliza. This is Valerie. Welcome to our show.
Eliza?
Trying to think of names. What's wrong with Eliza?
Nothing.
Sure that's getting popular now.
For a boy?
Elijah. Or no, there's another one I'm thinking of. I think there's a Z in it somewhere.
Eliza. I feel like that's a girl's name. I feel like it's out of a book or a show. Eliza. Why does that sound so familiar?
Eli and Elijah. Those are getting popular too.
Yeah.
There's one with the Z I'm thinking of. Maybe just blended too. I don't know.
I don't know. Welcome back. Episode 4, For What It's Worth. We are organized today. I think this might actually be our shortest episode yet. We've always been organized. It's just been long, like a lot. I think we're organized.
No, we're just getting it down.
Yeah.
We got the things checked off the list for the setup part.
Yeah, getting more repetitions in, getting more efficient.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we had this big, huge plan. Did you hear that? Yeah, you think they caught it?
Probably.
This big, huge plan going in for what this was going to be like this. We put $0 into it.
0, yeah.
So
clearly I still have to.
Yeah, it's like.
All right.
So yeah, we're just doing it as we go. I think it's fine.
Anyway, I hope you've all had a great week. This is our first
Is this going to go up tomorrow?
Probably.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I'm pretty quick at getting them done.
You are, yeah.
So, yeah, I hope you all had a great week. We had a good week. Cold again. That was a little bit of a tease. Came home to warm weather and then it dropped.
But isn't it also sad that, I can't even remember what happened this week unless I really think about it.
I think that is truly just a testament to, or not a testament, just reality for as you get older. It's it all just goes by so fast and it's like a blur. Yeah, unless there's major events.
I think that's what that's more what I meant. I didn't mean it as a person I'm getting old thing. More of a just in the stage of life we are.
Yeah.
Every day pretty much looks the same.
Yeah. Especially this week.
Yeah. Girls
struggled a bit. I think I have just gotten used to, and I'm sure you've adapted to this too. It's with kids, it's just this cycle of they're going through a growth spurt or developmental thing and kind of struggling, and you're learning it for the first time, especially with your first kid. And so it feels hard, and then you both adapt, and then they get through it, and it's good, and then you're these are too many good days.
Yeah.
And then it comes back around, and we've been in that tougher stage with Emmy again.
Yeah, that's what I tell if new dads back when I was at work. There's a few people who were, having their first child, and I said it's exactly what you said. It's you get into this nice routine or what you think is a nice routine, and then things change.
Yeah.
And it's just that cycle.
Yeah.
And it just
everything
continues,
is so
probably
temporary.
Yeah, the cycles may get longer, but yeah.
Someone told me this at the gym, and at first when she said it to me, I was like, that sounds so negative. But now after getting further into parenthood, motherhood, I'm it's actually so accurate and kind of comforting because it just reiterates the fact that everything is so temporary. She's like, yeah, you just have to remember that the good times don't last forever, and neither do the bad or hard ones or negative ones, whatever.
Yeah. And
it is so true. And I while the good times are happening, I'm very good at just taking them for what it is in that moment now versus oh, we've passed a corner. This is what it's always going to be now. Cause it's no.
Yeah.
Everything's always changing. So yeah, Emmy, I think is just going through another developmental thing. And Avery, is it 6? I'm pretty sure it's 6.
You mean coming in?
Yeah. No. Her 4 molars and the 2 bottom.
Well, but 1 molar's all the way done. It's been done.
Well, I mean, since she turned 1, what we were talking about.
Since she's turned 1, yeah, she's gotten 6 or 7.
You mentioned it. She was later, just from our experience, from when Emmy got
Probably
teeth.
5 or 6.
Later to getting teeth, but then it's like when they started, they started.
And hers hasn't been quite as bad as Emmy. Every
No.
time Emmy got one new tooth, she had a fever and was throwing up.
All of it.
Avery had that a couple times, but
Yeah, no, hers has been much better,
she's
thankfully.
been very clingy. When they go to the child center, she just clings on to this one person at the child center.
Like she does to me.
Like, there's not been a time I've walked in there in the past month and unless she's not there, she has not been holding her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she loves her.
She's
so
like her,
matter.
Ashley's like
she
her
doesn't
second
care.
mom.
Yeah, she doesn't mind. But still, it's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, she's been they've both been very clingy, very whiny, but it's a phase.
Dangerous game right now.
So yeah, that was really our week, was just like managing two emotional little girls.
Yeah, it's great because I want to tell a story.
Okay.
So Emmy she heard from somewhere.
Oh my God.
Probably from me, honestly. Probably from me. We rarely, the two of us, cuss. Like, we rarely use profanity.
Even before
in
kids.
our daily life. Like, we just don't.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I don't cuss very often. You don't cuss very often. Mm-mm. The only times that I really think that I cuss, that Emmy may have heard it, is when I'm, like, trying to do something little, and I get frustrated. And I say, like, this fucking thing. Or like that, you know, like under my breath to myself. And Emmy must have picked up on it. Because when she gets frustrated, she's now saying, like the first thing that happened, and I guess you could put this video on there, but did you see it?
You have a video of it?
Have you not seen this one? Oh, this is great. You can put this on there, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to bleep out all the time. Just say effing. They will get the point. You don't have to actually say it.
Put your foot in. Oh no.
Was that at Avery's party?
Yeah. Allie got it. She did not know where I was coming from.
Did she laugh after?
Yeah, because she has no idea what... I mean, Emmy laughed because Allie laughed because Allie had no idea what was coming.
I'm sweating.
She just started filming out of nowhere.
You guys.
So yeah.
I have cried laughing.
So many times. Almost every time.
Almost every time.
And it's like the point where...
She uses it so perfectly.
She uses it great. She knows...
Great?
Like she uses it... I mean...
it's correct.
The right way. And she doesn't like use it in like a malicious way. She doesn't know it's bad, I don't think. Because we haven't like explained that to her. We're just trying to give her...
Cat bite.
We're trying to...
Oh no.
So we're not like... We try not to correct it, really, because we don't... I don't know, like that's the thing. You don't want her to say no, because then that just encourages her.
Well, no, we've been just trying to say like, oh gosh.
Give her some alternate. So, oh gosh.
And emphasize
no.
that we think they're funny.
Yeah. Oh darn.
Oh my Lanta.
And then we started like, oh my good golly gosh. And then I said, oh my Lanta. And so in the car.
So much
was this yesterday?
It was yesterday
Last
on the
night.
way home from tacos. I'm gonna have to get
She wasn't even talking. I don't know what she said, but it came out of nowhere.
No, we were getting in the car. She started saying, "Oh gosh, oh gosh," and then, "Oh my Lanta,"
and then, "Oh my fucking Lanta," just perfect. Like, but
making me very nervous
it's not
for
a
the
problem.
childcare.
It's not a problem yet.
Like child center.
But
no, it's not a problem. And honestly, I saved a video to show you.
So funny.
Because it was she has over 1 million. The doctor who lives in Florida, she talks a lot. She does all...
Short hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
She made a video about basically her rules for her kids and cussing, and that it's not that they're not allowed to. They're allowed to use any words around her, but like not out and about, not grandparents. Like essentially in their home and with her. That's their rule. And anyway... The way that she worded it was good. This is obviously for like older kids though.
Okay.
But Yeah, no, I just think we have to keep.
I think it'll be fine. But yeah, we just keep giving alternates.
It's so
Not
hard. It's so
reacting.
hard not to
It's
react.
so funny. First time she said it.
Stop saying it. Say effing.
Effin'.
They know what it is. I don't want to have to bleep all
You're
these
my
out.
effing dada.
In Florida, in our room, we're standing there like trying to get ready, and she's like, "Effing dada,
You're my
you're
effing
effing
dada."
dada,"
Yeah.
like in like a silly
So
way.
funny.
And I have my head in a towel, laughing,
She's crying.
crying. And then she's like, "What are you doing?" And I finally was like, done.
Cry, Mama.
She's like, "Are your eyes wet, Mama?" Oh gosh,
She's hilarious. She has, like, we
She
talk about
really
this all the
is
time. She's got a
hilarious.
very, I think, a high emotional intelligence, very high emotional IQ.
Yeah.
For how old she is. She uses language very well.
Well, she's
And-
very in touch with her emotions for
But
the
she's
age
good at
she is.
recognizing other people.
Yeah, that's fine.
is
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
more impressive how empathetic she is towards other people. And like at the second she hears you like grunt or whatever, like she will stop what she's doing. Dada, are you frustrated?
Yeah, but part of me thinks she's like doing it to make fun of you almost. Like
No.
she says, cry, dada.
She doesn't.
And then she'll come up and be like, "Are you okay, dada?" Cry, dada.
Well, this is her playing house. She likes to take care.
I know. I get it. It's just funny.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so yeah, that's an update from this week.
But yeah, so they're both going through some stuff, but it's normal stuff, I think.
So I feel like that was your highlight of the thing that you want to note that brought you joy this week.
What? Just the hilarity
Yes,
of
the
it?
hilarity of that.
Great.
I brought mine. This guy. He brings me so much joy
Guess what his name is?
because, first of all, look at him. His name is Bob.
Bob.
And listening to Emmy call him Bob
It's really
is
funny.
so freaking cute.
And the monitor.
Yeah. She'll be upstairs talking to him. Oh, Bob.
Yeah. She woke me up this morning. Not woke me up, but she came in this morning. She's like, "You gotta wake up, Dada. You gotta wake up. Here, take a stuffed animal." I was like, "Oh, who is it?" "It's Bob.
Yeah.
It's Bob."
Has she been asking you too if you're a boy or a girl?
No.
She asks me if I'm a girl multiple times a day now. And then this morning, when I was like, "Are you bringing Bob down?" She goes, "Yeah, is Bob a boy or a girl?" I was like, "Bob's a boy." Oh. All right, come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Other parts of the week. Well, I did order more of these.
Let's say that's an old one.
Yeah, I ordered. I know, I wish, because I don't have the graphics on the other one. I really wanted to wear that. Anyway, I placed the order for all the pre-order, spring merge, and I doubled basically everything. So it was like 360 items.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So there'll be some available.
There'll be lots available.
Out on the pre-sale.
Which I'm very excited for because it's like, yeah, we said this last time, pre-order is great because everyone can get what they want if they are on at the right time. Mm-hmm. But then everyone inevitably reshares and I'm like hesitant to repost it because then I just have to explain that there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. There will be lots of additional stuff available, including this sweatshirt I ordered more of. I may have even got more of the original
You got to
long
talk
sleeve.
about a plan for shipping
Yeah.
because that just creates more
Yeah. Well, no,
extended work.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we just pack them up at the end of each day, and I'll take them. Whoever's going to the gym can take them in the morning.
Okay.
And that's it really for me, because I'm on top of all my other work.
I know you've been watching TV and.
I did.
time.
For the first time, I don't even know how long. 2 days ago. Yes. Yeah.
Well deserved.
I sat down and I love watching documentaries, and the Formula One, the F1 documentary is one of my favorites. They're a little docu-series. So yeah, I sat down and watched that because I was finally caught up enough. We got your stuff ordered for the LULULEMON haul because we're doing a men's haul this month. We just got some of it. Yeah, I was watching some F1, and Worth It is having...
Yeah, we're doing our monthly Gushies launch.
I taste tested the
Tomorrow.
sweet blue raz, so good.
I think I've been doing, so I since I'm only doing it once a month now, I like to have a variety of flavors.
A lot.
So I've been doing like 8 flavors. So I have 4 of them that I brought. I still need to make.
Are there
couple.
3 others that I haven't tried?
You know the sour blue raspberry.
Is that orange?
This is sweet orange.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have the sticker for it on there yet. These are all like extras.
I love orange. There's a lot of coating on these.
What's that? Oh.
Did you schedule another appointment for today?
No, I did not.
It's like, it still has a little bit of a kick to it.
What? A kick?
I also took,
spicy?
I also I took one of the ones that had the extra stuff on it.
You really think it's...
Just a little bit.
I just brushed my teeth.
It's good. Oh. He always comes up and asks me at night to try stuff right after I've brushed my teeth.
I love the...
You know, it's not like it's. I
orange.
wouldn't label it sour, but it definitely still has some sour to it.
So, I
That's
am
like
purposely...
Sunny D. Oh no.
Well, I was just about to get into that.
I'm listening.
I've been not very. I normally don't talk about what I put in the coatings. This is sorry. Real quick. Sour blue ras, sweet blue ras, sweet orange, sour cherry lime.
Is this new?
This is the one I want you to try. No, I've done cherry chime.
Sherry chime.
I've done cherry lime a few times, but it has been like first time this year, I think. But anyways, I purposely don't talk about like what I put in the coatings because trade secrets, right? However, I will tell you that in the orange flavors, I put this is like not the main part of it, but I add literal tang, like the tang powder.
These are really
So
good.
that's what I think it tastes most like is tang, or I guess Sunny D. I can see. These are good.
Those are so good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I guess I never
so,
really
too.
drank Tang. I think I only ever really so.
It's like Sunny D. I mean, it's similar to Sunny D. It's more tangy than sweet.
Yeah,
But
those are really good. I don't think I've tried those before. And it's like flavor right off the bat. I like that a lot.
The cherry lime, what I was going for was actually cherry limeade, was the Sonic cherry limeade.
Oh,
And I think I did a pretty good job.
those are really, really good. I like
And
that a
then the
lot.
sweet blue raspberry, I said this on my story, the best tasting candy of all time to me.
You like it more than the sour too? I think it's so good.
I do. Just like, if you're in the mood for sour,
Do
absolutely.
they sell the same?
Sweet's been selling better recently.
That is so interesting. When I said that last night that I was in the minority, I genuinely thought people still
Not
loved.
anymore.
I get it.
I
They're
will admit-
so good.
There was a couple launches that I made the sour ones too sour, like way too sour. So I think that may have
Deterred people.
deterred people. I have lowered it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, the sour blue raspberry is probably like a 7 on the scale, 6 or 7. The sweet one's a 1 or a 2 to her, and she's sensitive to sour stuff. So, and then okay, so those flavors, those 4, and then I also have tropical punch, which has become a fan favorite. Cotton candy, which has become a major fan favorite. I'm shocked at that.
I'm not a cotton candy person, but those are so good.
I'm shocked. I mean, I think they're good, but I'm shocked how much people like the cotton candy ones.
You make those and it smells out like it takes over our entire house.
Personally, I don't like the smell
By how
of
sweet
cotton
it
candy.
is. But it tastes
either.
good.
It tastes good.
Hi, girlfriend.
And then there's sour watermelon and
Strawberry or cherry?
no, I'm not doing strawberry this time. No
Oh,
cherry.
yes, cherry.
Grape.
Oh, yeah.
Which I haven't
grape's
done in a
good.
while either. So, launching those on
Sunday.
Sunday. Like I said, all the flavors. Just want to have some variety, but that means there's less quantity per flavor. Tomorrow or Sunday at 6 p.m. they'll be available. They ship out on Monday morning most of the time. They probably won't sell out on Sunday night. So if you can't make it, you'll be fine.
Well, I'm going to try to do a cool reel for them.
Are you?
That's something, yeah.
Okay.
Before the girls get home today. We're doing a date night tonight.
Oh, I guess we are.
Trying a new place.
What are you going to wear?
I don't know.
Jeans?
I have to look. I feel like it might be nicer than, or I guess if I wear like jeans and heels. We'll see. I don't know. I'll find something cute.
I think I'm going to wear a sweater.
Well, it's perfect sweater weather.
I know.
Sweater weather.
I know.
Even though it's not the fall.
I know. But it's a light brown, tan. That Lulu one.
Oh, yeah.
That Lulu sweater. Do you know what it's called? I mean, that'd be a deep pull if you knew what that was called. I can try to find it. This is Lulu, by the way, and I like this shirt a lot. I can only know what it's called either. They changed up all the names on me, too.
I know why people pass on a lot of their like non-athleisure or non-athletic items.
Because it's expensive?
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
And that's not really what you're there for. But they're some of my favorite items.
They're very quality, and they fit my body very well. That's why I like them. Mm-hmm. But yes, I totally
might just be the soft
totally
knit
understand.
sweater.
Textured knit crew neck sweater, I believe is what it is, and they're actually on sale.
They've had those for a long
get
time. Those are one of their
greater
like, staple.
teal blue or blackened pine.
That's nice.
That is nice, and it's only.
I love dark greens right now.
They're normally $128.
Actually, can I show
which is a lot, but first of all, they're on sale. This one's on sale for $84.
Yeah, buddy.
And for like a nice, like this one's not quite like a fisherman's sweater, but for a nice quality sweater that's going to last you for a long time, that's not terrible.
Can I show you
Even this outfit is crazy. First of all, I want to also express my frustration with Lululemon.
Oh, I think we have the same frustration.
Every model that they have modeling the men's clothes is 6 foot tall or higher. I have not found one single person that is under 6 feet.
Well, yeah. So you say all of their models are wearing larges.
6'3" XL, 6 large. They're all 6 foot. Most of them are 6'2" and above, wearing larges. I haven't seen a guy wearing a medium. I haven't seen a guy under 6 foot.
All of their female models are wearing 6s, which works out for me because I'm a 6, but it's like
for other people?
They're all wearing 6s.
Like no 4s?
Well, no, and a lot of them
8s
have like very different body types, and I'm like, you're stressing me out, dude.
I was spilled it.
A lot of the girls have very different body types, and so I'll look at one of like the really tiny girls, and I'm like, if she's in a 6, there's no way. Anyway, it's really nice. I think it's Aloe. There's a couple different websites where you can change the model to see it in a different size.
I've seen a few people
for
do
like
that
the really
too.
big companies.
I've seen that. I've seen a few people do that too. But still,
I thought they started doing that for a little bit, but clearly
I wish
not.
they just is it that hard? If you have 5 different colors, why not just do? Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but
is the white too much?
Yeah.
Do you like this one?
I like the back. I
love the green.
I don't.
This was just a last minute thing.
Well, yes, I get
this
it.
was the main one I did because I was like, the green and neon I think is fun. Anyway.
Why are you showing me that right now?
Because I was just saying I'm like obsessed with the dark green right now.
Oh, okay.
Because Lulu did a bunch of that in the women's stuff too. Yellow and green. Oh, lovely. Okay, that's the sweater.
Oh, for date night. Okay.
Yeah, you're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I also have to do a quick little try on and like take pictures in the dresses I ordered for the wedding we have coming up.
Why?
So I can share them on Like to Know It.
Oh, okay.
I'm really bummed. The flower dress I got, I love, but I'm always right in between a small and a medium in that company. Mm. And a small, I definitely think Lulu's dreaming again. Small would have been too small, but the medium I think is just a little too big, and I don't think I want to pay to have it taken in.
You work with like 5 different Lulu companies.
I know, it's crazy.
Lululemon, Lulu's,
Lulu
and Company. And there's got to be, I think there's one more in there somewhere. Lulu in Georgia or something like that?
No, I wish. That is like a furniture company.
Oh.
Oak and Luna. But it's different.
Is Lulu in Georgia a thing though?
Lulu in Georgia is a furniture company.
Maybe I
yeah.
just saw it.
Like furniture, house.
Just still. Lulu everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, date night tonight. We're trying a new place. Well, new to us. We haven't been there before. Yeah. But I feel like it's been in Bridge Park for at least a few years.
Long time.
So we'll see. It's Italian.
I don't know what I'm going to get. I try to scan the menu as best I can. Like, try things I haven't tried before. Mm-hmm. Last time I did that in an Italian spot, though, it was lunch. Oh. And I got this heavy dish. And it was just... I mean, it tasted good, but it was just like,
how you're
ruined
supposed to,
my day.
He took a nap after at my mom's. We went to get the girls after, and you literally fell asleep on the floor.
Face down on the floor, like just out. I did not feel great at all.
That place is so cute.
I like it. No, it's good. It's great.
I love that place. We're gonna try to start doing date nights much more frequently, and I'm so excited about it because one, I want to spend more quality time with you, detached from our house stressful environment. Mm-hmm. And two, obviously we love food. And I feel like there's just I love our area now. There's so many spots close to where, yes, we can go downtown sometimes if we want to. But I like that we can stay close and there's so many different options that I love.
We have a decent selection near us.
Yeah.
We're going to run out soon though.
Well,
we've been here in Dublin.
We can talk about it
for how long?
Well, I've lived here my whole life.
I know, but like together in our adult life, like we've lived in like 7 years.
I think we started. Around. Well, yeah, the one by our first apartment that was 2016.
We've had a lot of them.
Or 2017, 2016.
Yeah. Anyways, what were we gonna say?
We can talk about it next week's episode. For what we do for my birthday. I have an idea of where I want to...
Thursday. I have like 4 gifts ideas that I have not pulled the trigger on any of them yet because I'm double thinking myself.
I don't need a gift.
That's not a real term. I
don't need a gift.
I know, but I have had these ideas for a little while. Actually, the 5th one popped in my head. I'm going with that one. Stop.
Well,
don't. Guess.
I won't.
She's so good at it.
You
Stop!
Also,
don't even think about it.
I'm not even thinking about it.
Because you probably already have it in your head. I knew it.
No, I don't. No, it's just funny because I'm like, he's like, do you just want your gift now? Like the second it gets delivered, or the second he thinks about it, he's like, do you want to
I'll probably go get it today, and I'll give it to her today.
I have to like beg him. I'm like, I don't want it. Just keep it.
I don't like it.
Because then if you give it to me, you're going to feel obligated to buy something else, and I don't want you to do that. So I'm like, just keep it.
Yeah, surprises are not my favorite. No, I don't want a surprise. You tell me about something, it's like, I'm going to give you something tomorrow. No, now.
Yeah.
You can't do that to me. Because then I'll just be thinking about it. I'll be anxious about it.
Logan, not the time, my guy. Okay, moving on to... We'll talk about my birthday stuff next week. Book club.
Oh, gosh, I forgot.
What?
Go ahead. You're fine. We're going to be talking about the book club. We are 2/3 of the way through the month-ish. So, if you're in, great. We're not going to give any spoilers away right now, so you can listen to this and just see what you think.
No spoilers.
If you are not in the book club, stay, because I'm going to try to convince you to join and to read this book.
I think I should do the convincing, because you've been trying to convince me.
We can both do it then. Because but the way I'm going to try to convince you is I have compiled a bunch. There's a ton, but I've compiled probably like 5 quotes from the book that are just awesome.
Okay.
And then you can give your take because
yeah.
You said you're 18 chapters in, like 100 pages or so.
Yeah, I'm on chapter 19 now, but yeah.
150 pages, so like that much-ish. Anyways, we're reading Beartown. And again, this is the March book club. Mm-hmm. So we're halfway through. A little more than halfway through the month. I have not started yet, but I have read this book already. And last time I read it, I think I finished it in 3 days because it sucked me in and I just could not stop thinking about it and it just kept going and going and going. And the thing that also with this book specifically and this author, his chapters are really short like chapter 1
Okay, well that's not. They're
is
not
like
all.
one sentence. They're not all short, but most of them are less than like 8 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, just one more. I could do one more. It's only 4 pages.
If I wasn't watching F1, I think I would have been almost done with the book by now.
Probably, because
But
it's
F1 has sucked me in just because I want to get through it.
yeah, no worries. I mean, it's not a race.
Can I make a comment before we get into the book?
Okay, because I have some questions for you.
This isn't about the book. It's just it's about. I've been listening to it because it's just the easiest way for me to get through reading most of the time. No one one speed. Is that them reading it slowed down, or is that how they recorded it? Because it sounds like slow-mo.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what it is about
like a
Spotify.
Too, but
Doesn't it every time I start listening again in my car, it always like goes back to 1, so I have to readjust it, and it sounds like, and then he.
yeah, but okay. You need to watch. Go watch a voice actor read from an audiobook.
But is that, I'm asking though, that they recorded, like is 1 the way they recorded it?
I'm almost positive, yes.
Okay, because I'm like, that must have taken them, well obviously, like, so long.
Yeah, they get paid, they get paid quite a bit. Like, it's a good job.
I feel like that has to be such a hard job to be good enough, like, so talented to be good enough at that job to not stutter over any words.
Well, they also, like...
I know they make cuts, but it's just very impressive because their enunciation
you should
is
watch.
perfect.
I'll send you a video. There's a audiobook narrator who talks like through his process or her process. I can't remember who it is, but it's really cool. Like they use little like clickers to know when to make their cuts.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they all are very professional.
I'm sure they're very
they have
efficient
devices that help them with reading and.
Anyway, I've been listening on 1.5, and when it resets to 1, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I actually heard you last night or something listening in the bathroom, and it sounded like it was going pretty quick. So
it's very easy to understand. The ones where they have accents, I usually slow it down a little bit just to make sure I'm not losing anything. But this one's easy.
The fantasy books, I have to slow it down because of all the crazy names,
dragons,
and towns.
I was gonna say just like the story building with those ones, I feel like are always tough. Anyway, Bear Town. You start. Okay. You say you have questions.
Okay. Bear Town. So, not done with the book, so no spoilers. This is going to be more vibes, characters.
Yeah, like overall thoughts without
overall
details.
Thoughts so far. General thoughts so far. Do you have anything you want to say?
Just general
thoughts. Before I ask you some more
thoughts.
specific questions.
He's been telling me so long that I would enjoy it. And I didn't doubt him because I know that he knows. We've known each other for so long. I know you know what I would like.
Yeah.
It was just, I think the big thing with getting into a new book, especially after like going through reading long series, and like I was so in the Sarah J. Maas romantasy, the thought of starting something else totally different and having to like take the time to get re-hooked into something, I just wasn't doing that. Anyway, he was absolutely right. He told me I would get so invested in all the characters. I am so invested in all the characters. And it's great. I feel like they do a really good job. For the amount of... I think I've met most people by now.
Probably, yeah.
But for the amount of characters that you kind of follow, at least a little bit...
There's a ton of characters.
There's a ton of characters, and
so quickly, too.
They do a really good job of... I feel like right now I kind of care about everybody.
So you mainly follow like I feel like the main characters.
I did get Peter
are like,
and not their characters confused, but I got Peter and David confused on who coached what because they kept talking about Peter, but then they were talking about David's team. So I got that flip-flopped for a little bit.
Peter's like the general manager.
Yeah.
And David is the coach.
Yes, I know that now. But they were following Peter for so long.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that he was the coach, and then I got really confused anyway.
Peter and his family are the main focus of
this is also the
series.
Downfall of me listening.
And there, I think, you can obviously get away with just listening or just reading, but I think I love the experience of doing both. So you know how to pronounce all the names.
Yeah.
You know how to spell them too.
Yeah, that will be my plan once I.
But Amat.
Yep.
You care about him. Is the daughter Maya or Kira?
Yeah.
You know both of them?
Yeah. Well, yeah, those are they do a
Are they
great
the best
job.
friends?
No,
I'm trying to
Anna.
refresh my memory.
Kira is the wife, Peter's wife.
Ah, okay.
Maya and Anna, or Anna, whatever. That's their best friends.
Yes. Okay. So, I should note also that this is, I believe he's Swedish. Yes, he's Swedish. He wrote, this is translated by somebody to English. So it's like not a, and there are other cases where the translations, you have to, come up with stuff. You like it so far.
I like it so far. It's definitely, and I think it grabbed my attention sooner than I expected once I actually committed to starting.
Yeah. And you don't need to know anything about hockey.
Okay, no, but this is another thing that blows my mind. I think about this with any book that is which I feel like it's most, that is focused on one sport or one niche. I'm like, how do they have all of this knowledge of the exact terminology, and they throw such specific details of a sport that I feel like unless you're a professional or someone who's really been in the sport for a long time, you couldn't write it.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I guess I also never
I'm
played
sure-
hockey, so maybe there's things that are wrong. But I think about that when I'm reading books. I'm like, man, how did they get all this information right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure he has some
Background.
experts.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Or background, but probably some experts that he can
Yeah.
call at any point.
That's why I'm just always
For
like,
clarification or editors and-
how would they go about writing a book that if they've never played that sport, but also you have to have someone helping you
Most
with
likely, yeah.
details
Yeah.
before. Anyway, that crosses my mind.
You haven't even gotten to the climax, the middle climax of the book yet. Mm-mm. So, it's once it gets to that point, it is
Fast paced, or is always stuff happening.
oh, it's
Yeah.
just you work your way up to this peak, and then it's,
Yeah.
it's just a roller coaster.
Well,
from
it's
there.
kind of. I mean, I feel like you can kind of get that vibe from how it starts. Obviously.
Well, yeah, how it starts.
Yeah. So anyway, overall, very good.
I'll give you the first. This isn't a spoiler. This is the first sentence.
The first chapter.
This is the whole first chapter, but it's also the first sentence of the book. Late one evening,
Restart.
towards the end of March, a teenager picked up a double-barreled shotgun, walked into the forest, put the gun to someone else's forehead, and pulled the trigger. This is the story of how we got there.
We all just read chapter 1 together. We are all in the book club.
Now, if that's not a hook, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm gonna give I want to convince people, even if you're not a reader, which there are not a lot of us. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that if you read 2 books a year, you're in the top 90%.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Well, think of how long it had been since we read.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah.
And I was convinced I hated reading. I was also never good at it. I had reading help when I was in school,
And
too.
also, yeah, it's in school, you're reading
Stuff you're being told to.
old classic books that they're probably good, but not not relatable yet. Relatable. But yeah, I hate
Well, it's
didn't
homework
like any
for
of the
the
books
most
that
part,
we read.
too.
Yeah, and it's mostly homework. You're answering questions on it. You're taking
Yes,
quizzes.
it's stressful. It's not relaxing.
I saw a video on TikTok of this woman who was talking about oh, what's the point of reading fiction books? And then, this is a main thing with men too. It's I don't want to waste my time with fiction book. A lot of men gravitate towards the nonfiction, self-help, how to make money books, which they have their own purpose, but oh, why would I read a fiction book? It's a waste of time, that's an argument, and that's what a lot of people think. So, anyways, you can learn a lot from fiction books. Just listen to some of these. What you create, others can destroy. Create anyway, because in the end, it is between you and God. It was never between you and anyone else anyway. I mean, that's just a good life lesson. Mm-hmm. Okay, another one. The only thing this sport gives us are moments. But what the hell is life, Peter, apart from moments? I love that one. Being a parent makes you feel like a blanket that's always too small. No matter how hard you try to cover everyone, there's always someone who's freezing.
I just read that.
Did you?
Well, not just, but
I
yeah,
like that
very
one too.
recently.
Yeah.
I remember making note of that. I was like, that's great.
This is a good one too. Most people don't do what we tell them to. They do what we let them get away with. What are you doing?
I'm going to post a picture in the video of what I'm staring at. Is that...
Just staring at you?
She's just staring at me with her belly out. Yeah, no, those are great quotes. I remember noting the mom one. I was like, that is...
Yeah. And when people are quiet for long enough, a handful of voices can give the impression that everyone is screaming. I like that too. He attributed that to like social. He was on social media a lot with this one. That's kind of what you get. Like people get quiet. You know, that's like that loud minority type. That's where that comes from, I guess, or that's what he thinks at least. But anyways, I just think there's a lot of wisdom that he puts out in these books. It's you know, you'll see later. It's very emotional. It is very. It makes you take a look at what's going on, a look inside, how you react to whatever you're going to find out happens. I don't know. The guy is so good at creating characters that you care for, and also he creates some characters that you absolutely despise. That's just like, oh. He creates, there's this one person I can think of.
I think we've said enough.
Or a couple, but okay. Anyways.
For someone who is reading it.
There's the book club update for you. I hope those who are reading it, I think the book club's up to like 20, like almost 25 members.
Yeah, for what it's worth, BC on Fable. Go ahead and join. There's plenty of time to still read it if you want to. And like he said last time, it's free on Spotify right now, okay, yeah, if you have a membership. So that's where I'm listening to it.
24 members.
And then we also have the physical book. So I'm going to start, was it tandem reading? Is that what it's called? Or not tandem? That's when you're reading two books at the same time.
No, I think you're right.
Whatever. I like listening and reading, but
yeah.
So I'm going to start doing that. But I'll post it on my Instagram. Maybe some more people will join. I have a question for you to like end this on, unless you had something else. We can include something else. Every single time I do like one of the Let's Chat, catch up question boxes on Instagram, it's in there every single time. What is like the biggest thing I've learned since becoming a mom, parent, and like what is the best thing? And I'm curious, what do you think the biggest thing that you've learned? What is the biggest thing you've learned since becoming a dad? Or like your advice for new dads? Do
you mean learn as in something that I've gotten better at, or learn as in like...
I guess both.
Well, you've mentioned this, and I think it's, cliche, but patience.
Yeah, I just think that's number one.
You can't not have patience and be a parent, or be a good parent.
Yeah.
A non-abusive parent. It's just like, yeah. So I think that just comes with, parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I wouldn't have called myself a relatively patient person.
I thought before. I was. I definitely was not.
I wouldn't, but you have. I mean,
comparing to how I am now.
Yeah. So patience is something I've learned. I don't know if that's what you were thinking or looking for, but...
Well, then what would be your biggest piece of advice for new dads? These are just questions I get all the time, and
it's a big one.
I know it's a big one.
Oof.
I'm 39 weeks pregnant with Emmy.
Okay.
You're talking to someone who already has 2 kids. What could they have told you that would have given you more confidence going into being a dad, or just like what more to expect?
So one thing I think about is that I have told people, especially if they are starting to get nervous or get anxious, it's amazing what some things just come with instincts. Mm-hmm. Like the instinctual, it's wild how much you didn't think you knew what to do in a situation, but when it happens,
like clicks,
you got it. I do think it's very important if you're a dad, number one, or new dad, you have to support mom as best you can for forever, obviously, but those first few weeks is
Crucial.
crucial.
I tried to do anything that she
Normally does that.
basically taking on the other roles
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if,
where he could.
there was a C-section where you can't lift anything, or if there's some tearing or anything that happened, you have to take on the responsibilities of that. I mean, just make sure that you have mom, and then the baby comes next. Obviously, both important, but
Yeah, her sole priority will be the baby, so baby is taken care of.
other thing besides mom, I think it's important that dads, if you haven't, do some reading. You need to know how to swaddle. You need to know those things, something that might not be instinctual. You need to learn how to soothe your baby. Number one, that's very important in the first few weeks, and just you need to know that they can't drink water in the first 6 months, because I didn't. That's not something that everybody knows.
You ran into that problem, though.
I know, but it's but I'm just saying in general, you do need to do some research and know what you're getting yourself into.
Well, I think especially if you didn't grow up with younger siblings, or have a memories
or if you've never cared for
or just been
before.
around babies.
Yeah. But yeah. So a lot will come with instincts. I promise you that. It's surprising how much will. But you still need to do some due diligence. You are creating life. You're bringing life in. So be prepared for that. And then take care of mom.
Yeah.
That'd be my things I'd note, I guess.
I think that's great. No, I was just curious because everyone always asks me, and I answer it all the time, but I've never gotten I'm sure people would love to hear from a dad too. So I think it would be fun to start including just a little, or one thing from the week, or just parenthood in general that we've learned, or something to note, because I think we're all on this. There's so many people who are in this community on the parenthood journey right now.
There are a lot, yeah.
And you are constantly learning.
You are. I just think it's hard because you are constantly learning, but recalling that information.
Yeah.
It's tough sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree.
Well, I think that's great.
I agree. I'll see you guys later.
You're gonna start now.
Already read this page?
You are silly.
No, sorry, real quick. Maybe you can insert this. What do you think of his writing style? The one thing I do think that's interesting, that it took me a second to get used to, is the switching of point of views so fast.
Literally just going to say that, because we had this conversation about one of the books you just read recently, how it's every other chapter it goes from then to now, or someone's just flip-flopping. The chapter I'm on, one of the chapters I just finished, it wasn't even flip-flopping chapter to chapter. Within a chapter, it was every other paragraph. He was going from a different situation. And I mean, listening to it, I don't mind it because it's very clear. I am interested if my opinion of it would be different if I was just reading.
You have to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Once you get to know the characters,
I've liked it. I've liked his reading.
His writing style. He jumps a lot. He goes to the future. He goes to the past.
Yeah.
He switches point of views within the chapter.
Seems fairly obvious though when it's happening.
No, it is. I'm just saying it's different because in fantasy books, it's normally every chapter has their own character.
Yeah.
Or it's very clearly distinguished. If it's within a chapter, okay, now we're on this person. So it's different. But
I told you, I don't necessarily, I don't mind. I don't necessarily like when it goes then and now, because I'm I know the ending, basically. I know basically the ending, and I'm how?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like his writing style.
Well, you wouldn't I just finished book 6 of a planned 7 or 8 book series that's like massive. Okay, it spans it's 2,000 years. Like it's a sci-fi book. Anyways, the character in the very first page. He's writing this.
You're waiting for that.
Yeah, this is all a first person view, past tense. So he's writing it. So he talks. He said, "Hi, readers, you will not blah blah blah." So he talks to the readers, and like the very first page, he talks about the end of the last book.
It's
So
the
he
exact
gives it
same
away.
reason I don't like watching the previews for a show or a movie before
He
we
gives it
watch
away. He says, "Readers, I blew up a sun and destroyed a race," and then but. It's amazing still.
Yeah.
Like the story to get there.
Alyssa, one of her favorite books that she sent to me like early on, it was Then and Now. I really enjoyed the book. It was a great book. And I think that I just would go into any style like that knowing that I'm probably, within the chapter I'm going to like it, but then I get so sucked in at that chapter, and then I hate having to go back.
It's
Like there's
I don't wanna
always
read this.
one that I prefer.
I
So
get
the
it.
actual reading experience, I don't enjoy as much.
Yeah.
But as long as the story has a good ending, then I love it.
I get it. Makes sense.
That was my problem with that. I liked the current stuff happening more than I wanted to hear about the past.
Yeah.
But, all right. Go make some gushies. I'm going
bye.
to have some lunch. Thank you for watching. He's already off.
Who?
Ow, you.
Oh, I thought you said go.
Well, you can say bye.
Bye.